Check. Welcome. Before I begin, it's been a long time since I've been able to do this, so I want to check the audio really quick. Just want to make sure. The general levels are good. Let's see here. Check, check, check. Oh, wait. I'm not. There we go. Audio. Hello. Check. All right. There is music there. It's crazy music. It's there. We're going to turn this down for a second. All right. Well, we have that. Turn this down even further. Dang, that's crazy. Well, welcome back, everybody, and anybody who sees us in the VOD. My name's Ian, and we're gonna start tonight with Satisfactory 1.0, and I'm so excited. But before we get into that, as always, we're gonna start with just a little devotional or a little time in our Bible. We left off several months ago, which it's been kind of a crazy summer, at Genesis 13, so we're gonna continue that today. Oh, look at that, it worked. It's always sketchy when you come back after a long time, because usually settings just for some reason stop working after a while. Turns out it's okay right now, technically. All right. Hold on. Impeccable timing from my wife. So, Genesis 13. Let's begin, and we will get into Satisfactory when we're done here. Or turn this music down. All right. So, Abram left Egypt and traveled north into the Negev, along with his wife and Lot and all that they owned. Abram was very rich in livestock, silver, and gold. From the Negev, they continued traveling by stages towards Bethel, and they pitched their tents between Bethel and Ai, where they had camped before. This was the same place where Abram had built the altar, and there he worshipped the Lord again. Lot, who was traveling with Abram, had also become very wealthy. I kind of hate the way this is. It doesn't matter, sorry. I lost my spot. With flocks, sheep, and goats, herds of cattle, and many tents. But the land could not support both Abram and Lot, with all their flocks and herds living so close together. So disputes broke out between the herdsmen of Abram and Lot. At that time, Canaanites and Perizzites were also living in the land. Just as a quick aside, we're not going to spend a ton of time on this, but no pun intended. Every time there's brackets in scripture, I would caution yourself to not treat them like we would in modern English. These are in most cases, an annotation in the manuscripts that are part of Scripture. Like they're not something to be sort of thrown aside as an afterthought. And in this case, it's also very important, as is pretty much every case in Scripture, why these are in brackets. Or not why they're in brackets, but what's in the brackets here. Who's living in the land? The Canaanites and the Perizzites. Finally, Abram said to Lot, "Let's not allow this conflict to come between us or our herdsmen. After all, we are close relatives. The whole countryside is open to you. Take your choice of any section of the land you want, and we will separate. If you want the land on the left, then I'll take the land on the right. If you prefer the land on the right, then I'll go to the left." Excuse me. So at this point, Abram's doing something amazing here, which is taking his positional authority as the head of the house and sort of sacrificing it so Abram gets to choose potentially the cream of the crop for this land. And he's doing it in such a way, I believe, that the Perizzites and Canaanites, who know Abram is this God guy, he's this nomad of the Lord, I believe he's doing this in such a way so they see a good example of godliness. And there's something really important about this attitude of humility and self-sacrifice in Scripture. And as an example for us as Christians, we are called to a higher standard of integrity, to not be seen in a way or to give anybody a reason to doubt our integrity. And so I think this is why the Bible's telling us, look, there's other people in the land. It's these people, and Abram's going to set an example for them. Okay. So Lot took a long look at the fertile plains of the Jordan Valley in the direction of Zoar. The whole area was well watered, everything like the garden of the Lord or the beautiful land of Egypt. This was before the Lord destroyed Sodom and Gomorrah. Lot chose for himself the whole Jordan Valley to the east of them. He went there with his flocks and servants and parted company with his uncle Abram. So Abram settled in the land of Canaan, and Lot moved his tents to a place near Sodom and settled among the cities of the plain. But the people of this area were extremely wicked, constantly sinned against the Lord. After Lot had gone, the Lord said to Abram, "Look as far as you can see in every direction, north, south, east, and west. I'm giving all this land to you as far as you can see to your descendants as a permanent possession. And I will give you so many descendants that, like the dust of the earth, they cannot be counted. Go and walk through the land in every direction, for I am giving it to you." So Abram moved his camp to Hebron and settled near the oak grove belonging to Mamre. There he built another altar to the Lord. So, ton of life lessons there. Whenever we end up streaming again, hopefully it's not too long, maybe it is even tomorrow, and we get into the story of Lot and his capture by the Alliance of Kings in this land. There's some really, really cool applications that come from this promise, and the promise sort of evolves to the next, it gets taken to the next level from God because of Abram's actions. So we go from Abram, who's like lying to kings and in a way, and not really doing things the way God intends. He's trying to do it in his own time, to this perfect example of what a faithful man is. So there's some cool things coming up. We'll get there, I'm sure. But before we do, let's pray. Lord, I thank you for this evening and the opportunity to spend a couple minutes in your word. And I am excited about this game we're about to play. May we have a good time. May the technology work well. And may people be blessed by your presence and your reminder of a reminder of your presence through this channel and through this community. Amen. All right. How do I close this? It's been too long. Here we go. That ain't right. All right. Hopefully that's the only thing that goes wrong today. Hopefully. So, at some point, we may have some other people join us. But for right now, we're going to get started. I have selected to build in the default plane starting location, and we are just going to make a factory from scratch here. But before I do, I think I need to change my settings. It's been a long time since I've touched my mouse sensitivity in this game. And 4 is just too high. Oh, I'm excited. I have been playing this game for 10 years on and off, and I am excited.
Potential edible collected. Eating it and surviving does not count as a valid field test and does not generate enough data for Fixit to make an informed decision. Store this potential resource for later use.
Okie dokie. So first things first, we have skipped the onboarding process because I played this game for 10 years. It wouldn't let me scan there for a second. 497, 371, 290. So I gotta say, what I'm most excited for, aside from all the changes they've made, is actual server optimizations that may be more of a focus now, as well as some of the content updates they're gonna do in the future. But I am also extremely looking forward to modded servers. I am so hopeful that we get modded servers at some point. Oh my gosh. There are some mods that I would like to play. There's some mod packs that exist that I just won't touch because
this non-metallic and multivalent element seems to be present only in a solid state and exhibits a most pungent smell. It is fortunate Fixit helmets are of such high quality. Store this potential resource for later use.
Sorry, Ada interrupted me. That's like a normal thing in this game, I think. Whenever anybody's making content, Ada interrupts constantly. But here we go again.
Potential edible collected. If consumed before authorized as compatible with the human digestive system by Fixit, the consumer is responsible for any and all consequences. Store this potential resource for later use.
Hello? Anyways, there's some mod packs I'd like to play, but I'm not even going to attempt to touch unless I can run them on a server. So, hopefully...
Samples of new alien species acquired. Notable features are blunt teeth.
Ada, shut up! I know I can skip it.
And a thickly plated skull and spine, suggesting it is proficient at inflicting and receiving blunt force trauma. Preserve the remains for later study.
I know I can skip it. I just feel like there might be some new stuff, like even that little Ada logo I think is new. So I want to make sure I hear everything. All right, we've got to build the hub. I'm pretty sure that this is... That's new. You can put a stamp right from... Oh my gosh. That's amazing. How long has that been in the game? What was I saying? I'm pretty sure this is almost exactly where I built my very first factory. And so I think this is a great place to start. Oh man. I've been playing a lot of Return to Moria, and in that game, whenever you're building something, if you scroll with your scroll wheel, it pushes it in and out, like away from you, further away, back in, like this. And I kind of really like that feature. So it took me a second to remember that's not how it works here. Woo! This is a different UI. This is about the same. Ooh. All right, so you still get nothing from that. I usually kill one of them about every 2 years or so. Let's get some quartz. Hello, Ada.
Unknown crystalline mineral collected. This
I know what it
mineral
is.
Composed of the same chemical elements as quartz and may yield similar industrial functions. Store this potential resource for later use.
Build a space elevator. We're not quite there, game. Field research. That's a cool icon. All right. So we're gonna start with some logistics, I think. Yep, logistics it is. So we need a bunch of these thingies. And we start, as always, with manual crafting. I don't know what I'm doing. I need to build. Let's see. It gave me some. It gave me some of these already. Dang it. Forgot that I should probably put these down and get some iron real quick. Yeah. Oh my gosh, if I just walked over to this and touched it. Hands free, baby. Let's go. Love it. Oh, these are impure nodes? Both of them? Oh, I might regret this decision. I don't have a map yet, so I can't look and see what I'm pinging. Oh, that's kind of brutal, boys. Now you wonder why they would make it so you can like tap the E and go hands free, but you can't tap one of these buttons and go hands free. Tell me why. Alrighty. So what do we need? 150 plates? We don't have anywhere near enough iron to do this. Can I build a miner? I can. I have enough for it too. Let's do this real quick. I keep hitting the wrong buttons. Too many other games. All right, so I can't see, I can't like conveyor anything out of it yet. But I can. Just a thought, just a thought. I can at least get it going, right? All right, so if we go over here, it should at least be mining iron faster than those portables, I think, but it's an impure node. So this is one of the things they changed. They rebalance a lot of the nodes around the map, so there'll be like clusters of really, really good resources in one spot, but it's kind of far away. And then a lot more bad resources. It's an odd, yeah, see, this is so slow compared to these. Holy cow. Ah, never mind, 20 per minute, it's faster. Tis an upgrade. All right, let's get this going. The joys of manual crafting. This is why I'm glad I'm on a server, at least. I can get some things going tonight and leave it to build up some resources. Make a more interesting time of it tomorrow. Interesting. So I gotta go check out what those other nodes are. I wish I could leave this to autocraft or... we'll get there. Getting ahead of myself. So we need 150 plates. I wonder if I can make... Oof. Just let it go on the side as well. So how many is that going to make? 3 iron ingots into 2 iron plates. So that's... $60? Is that math even close to right? I think it's 60. We don't need that many. But the rods are just ingots, right? Yeah. All right, so we will begin to craft up the rods ourselves. Wait, what is this? Iron ingots. Yeah. All right, let's get these crafting. Manual crafting. Ooh, I need to pay attention to the autosaves in this. I tried to slow them down, but I need to make a mental note because it is 8:14. The next one shouldn't happen until 8:30, I think. Theoretically. I wonder if the autosaves are still as sort of lurchy as they used to be. I know they spent several years just kind of working on optimizations for this. Let's see, is that enough? Oh my gosh, it's so close. All right, two. Stop. Reverse. 15 per minute, and I need 150, and I gotta go find copper. So I'm gonna let that continue to do its thing whilst I go find copper. Whoa! Can't forget these. You can drag me over the rainbow. I hear a slug. Wait. Can I get up here? There's actually a purpose for Mercer spheres now. And I think I see one up there. It's a big nope. Not yet. It's good to know, though. Kappa. Oh, more dogs. Or whatever these are called. All right, the AI is not much better. Combat AI, not much better. All right, let's... How do we do this again? Backpack. I remember 10 years ago watching these little miners deploy and thinking that video games had peaked. These were the coolest things in the world. I think they've changed a bit. I don't remember the legs, the outer kind of stabilizers looking exactly like that, but it's pretty cool. Kappa, kappa, kappa. Let's put this knot right beside the noisemakers, huh? I'm sorry? I thought I grabbed some of this. Apparently not. Oh, my eyes. I need conveyor belts, please. Conveyor belts. I believe I also remember the first time I played this thinking this initial, like, unlock gate, like, you know, 100 iron plates or something, was utterly insane to me. Like, absolute insanity. Oh, little did I know. Alright, you need a bit more copper than that. Might as well finish this off over here. I know it's not fun to watch, but this is what we got to do to move forward. Get some early game logistics going. I want to say a couple months ago, I saw an update video from the devs that said they were going to be putting in automatable biofuel generators, I think, which used to be a mod that I would use when I would play modded Satisfactory. That could be really, really cool and like a nice sort of early game change. All right, so before I start crafting these, I want to make sure we have what we have. Have what we need? Is that the word I'm trying? Yeah, have what we need going. Woo! All right, sensitivity is much better, and I can still 360 no scope. How we doing, Lone Constructor? What you got for me? Oh, it's getting darn close. Let's go. Do 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 do. The PS5 Pro also got announced today or yesterday or something like that, and it is $700. Whoa. $700 for a game console. You could buy a high-end GPU for that and be well on your way to a baller gaming PC that you won't have to upgrade for years. All right. Is that all we need to start the most wonderful adventure? What am I doing? In Satisfactory. Oof, it is, but boy, howdy, just barely. Oh, we haven't even looked. Okay, hold on. I'm getting distracted. We haven't even looked at the new digs yet. You've got to be kidding me. I never finished the plates. I'm 3 plates off. Fix it motivational milestone manager. Is this any different?
Milestone reached. Conveyor belts can now merge, split, and lift to save space and enhance the productivity of your factory.
I forgot we had conveyor belts unlocked by default. Oh, I'm an idiot.
Verticality when it comes to factory logistics. If you feel stressed by this complexity, imagine yourself on the shore of a vast and calm ocean. Breathe in. Visualize all the people relying on you. The sea is made of billions of faces, each staring at you with hope and tears in their eyes. Breathe out. Feel refreshed and focused on your duties.
Gee, thanks. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I forgot we actually have conveyor belts. I'm an idiot. 10 years I've played this game. Not once have you had to research base level conveyor belts. Not once. There's the biomass burner with freaking conveyor entries. Let's go! Okie dokie. Well, that changes things a bit. We gotta get some resources going here because I desperately need to start automating. I'm already behind schedule. Brutal. Brutal. All right, let's call that good enough. Just gonna craft up a few plates really quick, and then probably going to need to make more than 20 plates, but we'll start with this. And then before I get out of the crafter, I'm going to make some copper cables. And oh, the ship's back. Rrr. Copper cables. Just to make sure we got a good power source available. All right, so let's go. First things first, figure out your freaking keybinds. So this will do 30 and this will do 30, and that's it. That's all we got. So yeah, that's horrible. Well, this is gonna be slow start. Look at that. We got little lines signifying what we gonna do. 30 per minute. I don't know why I made a smelter. Start with plates. Let's just start there. I think we're also just gonna leave this in the machine because there's really no point in storing it just yet. And then of course we'll oh, I can't break this. What am I doing? 2 years. 10 years I've played this game. 10 long, wonderful years. Pretend I didn't do that, huh? Copper ingot. And some iron rods going. All right. So this should use a bit of power. What's crazy is I can actually do 2 of these. Nope. I think we out of power. I don't even know that it's a generation problem. It's just a fuel problem. Really looking forward to finding my first summer sloop and my first Mercer sphere, where it doesn't say, hey, guess what? This is work in progress still. They actually do something. It is amazing to me that they have been work in progress in the game for 10 years. I I can hear one. There's one around there somewhere. I can see clearly now the rain is gone. I can see all. Ooh, we have biomass. I'm an idiot. I put straight leaves in last time. 10 years I'm playing this. 10 long years. All right, so we've got a bit of biomass. It is getting hot in my office incredibly quickly. I have been in here all day. Half of it, well, not all day. I've been here the last hour and a half or so. Not even close to all day. Half of the day, or half of the time I was in here, I had the door closed, and it did not get that hot in here. And my wife was working on the computer right beside me. I think the streaming and Satisfactory. Oh my gosh! I don't have the side of my case on my computer. No comments, please. And it is radiating heat at such an aggressive level. The thing is, it is kind of cool outside. Like I can actually open my window and be fine because it's not insanely hot anymore. All right, we got fuel for days now. He says knowing this game is designed to crush him. All right. How we doing? We don't have 100 yet. It's fine. What we do have to do is try and get the copper sorted out to where it's also auto mining. I see. You know what sucks? I don't want to have it work up here right now because I don't want to run back and forth. But I think it will be better off in the long run if we plan to do copper module, regular module, go from there. What am I doing? What am I doing? Of course. When Herbert was much younger. All right, first things first, power. See how far we can go before we run out of resources. What did that just snap to? Oh, okay. For a second there, I thought it was going to let me daisy chain them, and I was going to freak out. right. So got power for the copper one going, and now I need to find limestone because I don't have any, like, any. Here we go. Of this stuff available. Impure as well. Gosh. I can't believe it's impure. Actually, let's just pop you on this. Just me and you, buddy. Let's dig away. I'm trying to put this window up a little bit. It's gonna make some noise.
This semi-slug species seems to persist entirely through absorbing and storing energy from its surroundings. Studying this could provide new methods for improving fix-it production line efficiency. Store this potential resource for later use.
I just realized I've been talking with the mic muted, which I haven't said anything interesting. I found some normal iron nodes. I found some limestone, which I needed to do. I'm going to be crafting this iron in my pocket into iron ingots here. I believe it's going to be possible. I'm glad I muted my mic because I would have walked away without actually having space in my inventory to finish that. Smelting task, excuse me. And hopefully we have enough power for it. Let's do this. The slug, the caterium, and the sulfur, not caterium, the sulfur and the quartz can go in there for sure. I don't need both of these. Sorry, ladies and gents, you're gonna be enjoying this sound for a brief moment. Be right back. And I'm back. And we sort of accomplished. I think my game sort of like alt-tabbed or something partway through that. Got myself a snack. A little while back, my wife bought me, or she bought herself actually, these like fruit pearl things. She got this like mixed flavor. And so she didn't like them. I was like, oh, let me eat one, all you one. They're just frozen fruit balled up. And I had to go pick up this one after because they were really good, nice and refreshing. But this one is like strawberries and yogurt, and it's really good. It's like, I mean, it's essentially Dippin' Dots, but made from fruit and yogurt, which I don't think is a great sell. But it's good. It's worth it. Trust me. Just gotta break it up, let it melt down a little bit. Whoo! Here we go. All right. Booyah. How you like me now? I want to grab this with my zip line, but I can't because I don't have one yet. So, I'm trying to remember what I'm working towards here. I've got 200 rods. I think I can only stack 100 plates though, right? Oh, it's 200 plates. Dope. Let's go. All right. So, problem is, whoop. I don't think I have any. Practical way of dealing with this because I think it needs a constructor. Oh, I do have a part. All right. Concrete. There we go. A single power line is all we have left. A solitary cable. Let's go craft some more. All right, we need to get ourselves some of this really quick. It's gonna kind of deplete some of our resources, but I think if we do it just to get the power over to the constructor, it'll be good. Although this might trip my fuse. Huh? Yeah, look at that. So we want to get foundations going fast so we can build a little power plant as fast as possible. While we're building up resources for the power plant, we can get obstacle clearing maybe. And hopefully those few things together make the progress start to kind of fly forward a little bit here. At least in regards to autocrafting. I don't remember all these like things being on the ground, like these logs like this. Hello? Oh, you're still here. Hello. Such a cool thing. So let's do this and this. Oh, strange. I only put in 8 to begin with. I really expected the power to break when when the limestone hit the constructor over here. I thought that's what was going to trip it. That's why I was collecting more stuff. I remember when they first announced dedicated servers, I was at work. I was making some copies for something, weirdly enough. I remember that specifically. And I hadn't played Satisfactory in about a year. And one of the things I always wanted in this game, and one of the things I want in every game I play, especially if it's like a logistics automation game, are servers, dedicated servers. There's something wrong with the tick rate on my server, maybe, or what? Oh, no, it's because there's just not enough resources. It needs 45 per minute, and it's only getting 30. Oh, booty. I might as well give it some, right? Give me some. And I just happened to tune into this random dev stream. And this is what makes it kind of amazing that they do it. I happened to tune into this dev stream, and they announce, of all things, at this big update. Was it update 7 or 8, I think? I think it was 7. When they announced dedicated servers. And I was like, oh, I want to go home. I just want to go home and play with them. And they were super buggy. And I put them up on a... I put it on an old server that I have. An old Xeon dual socket Intel Xeon server. Dell R900. Like an old BC guy. And it could not run it. Every time I would pick up a bush, I'd be like, tap the button, like pick up, and it would disappear. Pick up, and it would disappear. Like it took forever to do anything. It was really, really frustrating. Oh boy, this just ain't gonna cut it. Not at all. 15 per minute. I gotta... How much do I have? Not enough. Let me... Also, I guess mine. Oh, brutal. We're doing this one. I just had a thought. Okay, I know that one's a normal node. What are these going to be? We're doing these ones. There's at least 2. They're closer together. Hopefully they're normal nodes, because I can't wait on that. Because you get 200 and then build up limestone for the actual foundations. It's not happening. Normal node. Let's go. Okay. Whew. The only problem is going to be getting power out here. Invalid placement. Oh, is there a rock in the way? There is. Not enough space. No. Here's one way to get it. Oh, it worked. I tapped space and it's click and holding. Let's go. All right, normal node. Constructor. How we doing? 60 per minute. It needs 45, so we're good. I can hear... Oh, there's a mercer sphere. It's gonna be poisonous though, right? Oh my gosh. I got it. See ya, suckers.
The astrobiologist Dr. D.M. Mercer was the first to recognize the presence and probable nature of these alien artifacts. These chain-melted state spheres are named in his honor. Each sphere emits a unique signal and will require study to determine local application, store it for later use.
Oh, you scared me, bird. That's fantastic. We got our first Mercer sphere. A will store for study. And it doesn't say work in progress. All right. Do I have enough? Cold. It's so cold. So close. I sort of hate where this ended up. We're gonna fix that now. Much better. Is that more quartz? I don't need to mine the quartz right now. Just take up space in my inventory I don't have. Alright, let's do this now. Oh, this is working so much better. Although the animation is still a little janky. I wonder if it's a tick rate problem. Okay, hopefully that's enough. Plus what we got in here. I'm just gonna go on faith and see if that's enough. We're not gonna have to come back here anytime immediately. Perfect. Wait. That says 57, right? It's not gonna be enough. Tell you what. In preparation, we're gonna need a bit of extra biomass, and we're gonna need some more concrete if we get the factory plan going. So before I go back and get more concrete, I will craft up what I have into biomass, and then we should have biomass for a chainsaw, for an increased power supply, all that good stuff. It would be very cool. Sorry, my mouth is so cold from this thing. It would be very cool to rush to a smart splitter. Like, obviously that's not gonna happen. It's gonna take me probably 20 hours of gameplay to get there at least. But man, if I could rush to a smart splitter and then run off biofuel for a long time, that'd be kind of dope. I keep doing that, assuming it's actually supposed to be doing that. But let's stay here now, huh? Okie dokie. Let me top you up while I'm thinking about it. Ah-ha-ha! More grass. More wood. Growing wheat here? I've never really stopped to look at it. It's like little wheat fields. Some wildflowers. It's quite a pretty area. How many I got? 149. Okay, we got enough, boys. Don't worry. I thought I saw a slug. Not like a power slug, like an actual like, caterpillar crawling over the rock there. Oh, dummy. New base buildings.
Milestone reached. Several new structures are now available for improving factory organization.
It's not bad.
Foundations
I
provide
think
a
I
building
think
grid,
I meant
which
field
makes
research.
it easier to manage placement of any structure.
But I
In
want.
the event that you are experiencing amnesia for all events prior to planetfall, be reassured that memories of beloved humans and/or animals would have only been distractions from your important mission.
What? Ah. Rude. All right, it's time to start stockpiling some of this. Especially considering I need to make like a ton of screws right now. I don't even have spare iron to do that with. Like, I cannot. I cannot make, I can't split those nodes. They're only putting out 30 and they're fully consumed by those existing iron nodes. So I can't make screws from them. I need way more iron for that. I have to go find some more soon. Honestly, I should make like a super screw factory because you just need so many of them, and then I won't be frustrated when it comes to the reinforced iron plates. That's not a bad idea. Usually I'm so short on screws early on. Okie dokie. What do we need? 100 cable. 100 cable. Never mind. Need more copper. I think these are 1 to 1. I might be wrong about that. Maybe they're 2 to 1. Oh, it's not even close to enough. Should probably go put a storage container on the existing copper smelting just to have something. That's not the way I thought it was going to go down. All right, so let's go. Aha! Kappa. In a strange way. Very, very strange way. Oh, this isn't even right, dude. I'm an idiot. At least we're making ingots, you know? That's what I expected to happen there. There it is. Kappa. Man, I would really, really have rather pushed through that. Maybe just like one more building would have been fantastic. Oopsies. Back to the ma'am. So I think for the moment, what I'll try and do. I'm just going to add one here. But these output more power. Let's go. Power corrected. What is this information thing? Oh. So leaves burn real fast. Wood burns pretty good. Slow. Biomass burns much slower, which is good. I tell you, it kind of trucks through that stuff, don't it? But this goes through 10 per minute of... And this goes through 6.5 per minute because it just doesn't put out as much electricity. All right, let's push through this. What do we need? We need 500 screws, which is a bunch of rods, I think, if I remember correctly. We got a pretty good rate of rods coming in. Then we need to finish our copper thingy. Screws. Oh, baby, we got so many screws that we can make. I know I didn't have any at the time, or not really. Just gotta chop up a few screws, you know? Oh my goodness. World's falling apart, guys. I want somebody to make a cut of... I think I've looked for this before, and I've never found one. And I'm almost definitely not going to do it. Maybe I'll do it for myself. I want somebody to make a cut of The Lord of the Rings, and from the Fellowship... No. From after the battle on the Anduin, when Frodo and Sam peace out, from that point forward, cut out everything of Frodo and Sam until they're in Mount Doom. That's the cut of the Lord of the Rings movies I want. And I've said that many times before in my life. And that's all, you know, fine and dandy. But I was thinking about this the other day. The other thing I would like to see a recut of season 1 of Rings of Power, and just take out the Harfoots and the Strangers plotline completely. So, the reason being, there's nothing wrong with the Harfoot story. It's well acted, for the most part, anyways. For the most part, and it has, like, the guy who plays the Stranger does a really good job. The Mystery Man thing, you know, that's compelling, I suppose. But there are no hobbits, Harfoots, or Stoors in the Second Age, and this is a Second Age show. And so, I know they keep changing things, but my logic is... it's very disconnected from the rest of the plot lines. Like, it ruins the pace of the show, I think, firstly. But it's so far removed and disconnected from what else is happening that any time spent on that plotline feels kind of like a waste, because other stuff isn't going on. Like, you kind of want to know more about Elrond and Durin and that plotline. You want to know more about the elves and all that nonsense. But best case scenario, because the Stranger is a potentially made up character / out of time, like a different timeline than the works of Tolkien, and because the Harfoots and the Stoors and the Hobbits, they're not in the Second Age at all, the outcome to line this up with the... Let's just say they're trying to line it up with the movies. I love the movies. They're not perfect as far as their accuracy to the lore goes, but they're amazing movies, and I'm happy with the decisions that were made in them. But, like, if they're trying to line them up with the movies, then I think we're just watching a 5-season show with these slow components that, for some reason, are just going to end with, oh, and that's how the Shire was founded. That has no bearing on what's going on with Sauron, Mordor, Galadriel, Elrond, the elves, the dwarves, all that stuff. So I thought about this a lot. I've always wanted a cut of the extended Lord of the Rings movies, removing Frodo and Sam from the films, from the point of their solo adventure. I wonder how much better season 1 of Rings of Power would have felt without the Harfoots. That is my random Lord of the Rings rant. I can't say it's the only one I have, but I've been watching the Rings of Power with my wife and enjoying it so far. The second season, it's been much better. It's not perfect, but it has been much better. I just kind of wonder if there's a way to make it more interesting for the general masses. Like, there's those websites that filter out movies and TV series and from adult content or other things that you want removed from the movies. I wonder if they had a filter for, like, Frodo and Sam. Click, let's remove them from the Two Towers. I'd be very happy about that. All right. Do we have enough stuff? I've got over 500 screws. I've got over 100 cable. I'm hoping now we have enough concrete to start to work towards the factory. I really need to add more to this, though. Is there another one nearby? There is. Perfect. Okay. We do indeed. I don't even have to click on anything. See? Now the game begins. I've got my first recipe task completed without having to manually craft a single component.
Milestone reached. Solid biofuel, created from any biomass, ensures maximum efficiency of biomass burners. To aid in biofuel production, the chainsaw allows for the removal of tougher wood and coral foliage. Additionally, your pocket dimension has been inflated to increase inventory size.
Oh, I didn't even notice that.
Inspirational note. Will you be the Fix-It Employee of the Month? You could be if you construct, automate, explore and exploit by eliminating all obstacles to efficiency. This isn't just fun, it's contractually mandated, fun.
What the heck was she talking about? What we got here? I need more reinforced plates. How we doing? I'm going to craft all 8 of these because I will need more in just a minute. I'll need more than 8, but I'm going to start with these ones. I can go grab some, but I think it's just going to be faster for me to do this. Oh, I need screws. Dang it. It's always screws. I didn't actually even see how many I needed. I should go check. Oh, not a ton. Okay. That's not what I meant to do. Okay. We got a chainsaw, folks. Now, do we have the things we need on us to make the miner? I do, but just barely. Is that it there? Yeah. You can kind of see a little glimmer on it when that happens. Whoa, look at that. Up there, there's a summer sloop. And that yellow power slug. I wonder what it's being guarded by. This is a normal one, right? Impure! Okay, so I think between the two of these, we can actually make... Because this is outputting extra, right? Yeah, no way I have enough resources to do this. All right, so before this gets too out of hand, we're already rebuilding the factory, but people... Oh, that's not what I meant to do. Okay. So we need to do one of these numbers. Oh, you know what? I forgot. There's a cool new build mode called straight, which, if you can see, kind of tidies up this run a little bit, which is quite nice. All right, so this will split 60 into 30, which accomplishes nothing for me. Will come out. Yeah, that's what I needed. Hold on. What do I need? Okie dokie. I need... I need my constructors first, is what I need. Got guns for hire. Kind of randomly spread out, and I'm not really sure why I've done this. What? heck? That was very strange. I'm not really sure why I was doing that. That seems like a bit of a bug. Anyways, then we'll come back here. Yes, this saves me so much time. That's exactly what I wanted it to do. Okay, but we'll split off of here. Go into there. So that's 15. So it goes 60, 30, 15, 30 plus 15, 45. Perfect. Right? And then we'll put another merger here. We got 30 coming out. No, wait. 15 coming out here. And then another 30 coming in here. Look at that. Look at that. Thing of beauty, you know? And then just to save on materials, I'm going to do this. Oh, this new conveyor belt mode is so good. Oh, it's fantastic. Okay, we should be at 100% for these. 100%. 92. Oh, I mean, it's closer. All right. That's going to keep building up because the other thing we need to build foundations is conveyor or iron plates. But I would like to get this field research done like ASAP. We've got iron plates. Oh, oops. We got iron plates. We just need copper wire, which is going to be a little bit more handcrafted, I think. And then we can start to work on our power plant. How we doing? How we doing? How we doing? Not bad there. How many screws do we have? Not enough. Okay. There we go. I'm going to try, hopefully this doesn't trip my power. I'm going to try to add a two-phase crafter. Let me get something first. I'm going to try to add two crafters to this to start splitting the copper into bars and into nope, start splitting the copper into cables and into other stuff, you know. Sorry. Let's just put you over here for now. Okie dokie. So we're only putting out 30 per minute, which isn't a ton. And I don't have enough materials to do this properly. So what we're going to do is that. Copper wire like so. Oh, I'm missing cable of all things. That's interesting. We need a bunch of copper wire for the next thing. So we'll just craft up a bunch of that while we're here because it doesn't take long. But I figure if I get to about 400, turn 100 into cable, we'll be good to go. All right, 400. Let's put in 100 cables. Not 100 cables. Let's get down to about 300 cable wire. Ugh. Early game problems, you know? Actually, no. No. Dang it. I don't have what I need. Anyways, okay. We're gonna come straight out here, which gives me enough room. Copy the constructor. I should have done this first. Okay. Splitter. What's wrong? It doesn't actually tell me why that's not working. Can I see something? No, I can't do that. Okay. Let's put you here because I feel like I'm going to so rarely use those poles now with this mode. Okay. Wait. What? Oh, I'm very confused. Oh well. There we go. So here's the issue. Half of these cables are going to be stored, and half of them are not. They're going to go recraft it for cables, but the cables need a lot more resources than we're giving them, so it's going to be super slow. Super, super slow. Got to craft up just a few screws now. And we'll unlock the researcher. Almost 300. Almost 300. All right, just a little extra for some upcoming constructions. All we need. That ought to do. lost any frames yet? We have not. Good deal. Oh, we haven't looked inside the room yet. What did I miss? Oh, I actually used some cable. I forgot. How did I miss this? Let's go!
Milestone reached. Supply the molecular analysis machine, referred to as the MAM, with local
Can't wait. The MAM
resources
actually,
to
I think, has been
research and
redesigned
develop
as
new
well.
technologies.
As in
Potential
here?
technologies include exploration tools.
All right, we're good. We
weapons,
still
and
got
factory
Fix-It
buildings.
Packer.
These are essential for maximizing your Pioneer efficiency.
Hey, just
and
shut up,
alignment
I'm working.
with Fix-It's core pillars: construct, automate, explore, and exploit. To advance Fix-It's mission, all notable phenomena, resources, technology, or other influence should be investigated regardless of any perceived danger, as stated in the Pioneer contract.
That was dumb. I made a poor decision here. Oh, I'm very bad at this. They had... I don't think they had music in this before. Send it. Oh, I made a terrible mistake. What do I get? Nothing. Not even a single package. Or a star. What do we got here? Something I can see inside of. Coffee machine? What? Oh my gosh. Okay, I mean, who doesn't want the summer sloop? Alright, what's the difference in all these? Standard? Camo? Alternate? Half and half? Stripe. Let's go half and half for now. Oh, the welding outfit's kind of a mate. Part of me wants to leave this on just in case Sebastian comes on at some point. Okay, you know, I'm a big fan of orange and blue. But in this game, I'm thinking... I think I like this color. Oh, yeah. Seriously, I think maybe this goes white. Okay, what if this is orange and this is white? What's black? What if this is black and this is orange? That's not bad. I'm sure it's not exactly what most people will consider aesthetically pleasing, but I don't mind it at all. That's cool. I didn't know that was a thing. And then, of course, Oh, it gets everywhere. Is this any sort of spoiler? Well, that's amazing and not at all what I planned on doing. All right, can we build the MAM? No, we cannot. Do we have the mats to make? Just barely. All this is good because it's letting our concrete build up. It's not a distraction at all. Actually didn't look at what it needs. Yes. Let's get our stuff. What do we have? What can we research? Alien technology. I wonder if all this is actually going to take time now. Nope, 3 seconds. Cool. Dimensional Depot
Mercer sphere
uploader.
analysis completed. Established local planetary signature of massage 2, AB, B, in the local Mercer sphere signals, allowing them to be tracked by the object scanner. Mercer spheres can also transmit data between specific.
Witness our scripture, witness our windows. Have you come to defile our shrine? Sings a song.
Arguing the existence of intelligent alien life. While Fixit has figured out the method, all of the original data is still untranslatable.
I mean, we're clearly nowhere close to making these. But hey, we started the research and that's important. Also, that was creepy. I'm fairly certain that this is the same as those 3 combined. Max. I was wrong. Very, very wrong. So we finished researching the quartz, but it didn't do anything. That's odd. How many do I need? Oh, no, not that many. Oh, I'm stupid. I'm so dumb. Ah, see, the capacity is only 60 now. We need one more. Now it's 90, and before it was only 70, so it should be fine. A bit of buffer. In an ugly way, but I mean, we got it. It's fine.
The crystalline mineral was a previously unknown variation of quartz, with uniquely large and flawless crystals, normally only found in synthetic quartz. The industrial application of this mineral will follow that of its synthetic counterpart, specifically in communication and exploration technologies.
Cool.
The remains researched belong to an organism now dubbed the fluffy-tailed hog. It has many characteristics that would likely classify it among the Suidae family were it native to Earth. Hog remains can now be. Sometimes toes need to be stepped on for the sake of progress. Fortunately for you, I have no toes. This fruit, dubbed the paleberry, I will now assume you are an expert, and judge your use of these technologies accordingly.
She might be a little testy because of what I'm doing, but that can't be it, right? Alright, so alien megafauna, this unlocked a whole bunch of stuff. Nothing we're gonna get into just right now. Obviously, we're happy to get into some explosives, and this is what we want real bad. Whew. Is there any quartz even near us? I forgot how bad this spot was for quartz. That's brutal, dude. Oh, man. It's alright. I'm sure we'll find enough kicking around that we can, speaking of which, find enough kicking around that we can research what we need to, hopefully, and then not actually have to worry about getting all the way out there just to get these bad boys. Look at that, we're almost there already. Oh, you know, I gotta select a new thing. All right, so this is kind of the next thing. And it's been selected. Okie dokie. Weird. What you want? Where was I going? Oh yeah, right here. Got a decent amount of what'd you call it from that? This stuff. Concrete. That's the one. Decent amount of concrete. That took way too long. And we can start working on our power plant. First little project. I know they made some changes to the blueprint thingy. I wonder if it's how quickly you get the tier 1 blueprint maker now. That would be really good to know. Okay, got some of those, and if I go like that, all right. Power. I kind of want to come over by the concrete area, maybe, to start with. It's got a big open plain. It's not like directly in the main area. So we'll just like start here. I want to make sure I do this right. Hold left control to snap to the world grid. That's what I'm looking for. Let's go like right here. Will that let me do that? Okay, so there's just one off the ground that way. So why is this grid different than everything else? So if I go like this, if I'm not on it there, I hit snap to grid, I come over, it's in line. If I'm on it though and I hit snap, it freaks out for some reason. So let's see how I want to do this. I'm gonna go into that rock there. Okay, this is not high enough. Is that good enough? Will that be high enough for now? Good grief. All right, I don't want to go too steep with it, you know? Why does it keep turning Zoop off? I'm not a fan. Okay. So this is the way it's gonna be for now. That sound effect is new. I'm not sure I'm a fan per se. Hold on, let me do this real quick. I screwed up my plan. All right, that's 11. I'll buy 11. And we're over top of this high peak. And we get to claim a power slug. Let's go. Come on up here, you shrew. Oh my gosh, you can. Whoopsies. Sorry. I'd give you your slug back, but they don't come out of my... They don't... You can't place them down. All right, welcome to our first build. Oh, maybe I should take a little break. It's 10 o'clock. I'll get off soon, so we're going to keep on plugging away. Okay, so we kind of need two different sections of this factory. The first is biomass burners, and the second is production. We need constructors. So we need to go make a bunch of... Well, actually, instead of doing that, let's start by putting this here. Hey.
Hey.
What's up?
Not much. How's the game?
Ah, it's wonderful.
You're in heaven.
I am enjoying my time.
That's so funny. Are you playing with what's his name, Sebastian?
I haven't heard from him all day. He said yesterday he was down, so.
Oh wow, okay.
I'm just trying to get some power going, so when I log off, it like everything kind of keeps on going.
Right.
All right, so I need more reinforced plates. What are we short now? Screws. Yeah, I've been streaming all night, and
Oh.
it just told me, like, it popped up in the game and said, fix it employees get a 15-minute break every 2 hours as part of their benefit. You've been playing for 2 hours, you should go for a walk or something like that. Like,
No.
yeah. I was like, have I been playing? Yeah, streams are going for a
They're
walk.
like, loser, go outside.
Pretty much. They're pretty condescending.
Yeah.
But they let you, like, customize your character a little bit now, and there's some new menus. There's a teleporter, which I don't have yet, but it's a thing. I think it's a thing
I think it's a thing.
very much down the road, but it's a thing for sure. Also, like, the manual crafting that you have to do, where you, like, click and hold this button and, like, ting, 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 right?
Oh, okay. Uh-huh.
They made it so, like, before, if you went to go mine, you had to, like, hold the button down, you'd hit it with, like, your chisel, and if you held E down and you tapped, like, a menu, like your crafting menu or your inventory or something like that,
Yeah.
it would just keep mining in the background, but you could let go of the key. And so that's what most people did, and then most people would just use, like, an auto clicker to hold down the craft for long ones.
Right.
They made it so if you just tap E on, like, an ore node, it'll just mine until you tell it not to. And then if you just tap space in the crafting menu, it'll just click away until you tell it to stop. Or until you run it. So, like, you don't have to click and hold yourself down for an hour now,
Yeah.
which is really, really nice.
No doubt.
Some quality of life things that are much nicer.
Are you still on that same map, or did you start a new one?
The new one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's the same, like, they didn't make a new map, so it's the same world, but I started a fresh playthrough. They actually changed, like, so the team that makes the game, so the company that makes the game, they produce a bunch of other games, but I don't think they make a bunch of other games. They make Goat Simulator, and then they produce, like, Deep Rock, what is it?
Oh, yeah, the game we were playing.
Yeah. They're like, they kind of bankroll that, I guess. And so this is, like, the main thing they work on right now. And they split their team into two years ago, so that they could basically say, like, look, we've got these massive updates that come out. We've got the experimental kind of, or, like, they're not, each phase is like update 1, update 2, update 3, update 4 are sort of like massive additions to the game where they introduce new like phases of technology you can get to.
Okay.
And then they would do, like, bug work and patches and stuff in between. And so every few months, no, it was about once a year, where you would get these big updates. The game came out 10 years ago, and there was 8 of these larger updates overall. And then there's constant, like, little ones. So around update 6, excuse me, they split their team into 2, and they, which was in, like, 2022, they had one team that worked solely on, what do you call it? Like, the new update that was going to come out, and one that worked on the, like, 1.0 release updates. And so for, like, 2 years, that was all that one team did.
Oh my gosh.
Is just work towards this.
Yeah.
And in the background, they're adding new stuff. In the main team is adding, like, new stuff to their big updates. So their job, I think, was probably to, like, just bug squish and then make a bunch of the optimizations and changes. So, like, essentially what they did is they made this game in 2014, and there was a lot of stuff that they wanted to see happen. And then as more people played the game and pushed the game to its limits, they made a bunch of like changes over time.
Oh, okay.
And what they never did was go like, we had this big map, and there was a couple of like aesthetic passes where they'd like tweak an area, like the Eastern Jungle or whatever the heck they called it. They would completely overhaul it, where it'd be like, all right, aesthetically, we changed the way the trees look there. We changed the placement of a few things, changed where the water went. Like, they completely redo the terrain. They would do that, but they wouldn't, they didn't like balance ore nodes around the map or make it so like the core fundamentals of the gameplay never changed. They just kept like adding stuff to it and making little tweaks here and there on what they were adding.
Okay.
And so this is the first time that like a major core like changes happened. As well, they hid a bunch of stuff that like they didn't start telling people until like a week ago. So like one of the big issues with this game is typically storage. You can't take all the stuff with you that you need to build all the time. And you're building super far from your base. And you're building a new base.
Mm-hmm.
They added like a cloud storage system that you can like upload stuff to this like satellite distribution center. And it takes a bit to get there, but it's immediately accessible. So you could just constantly like pour resources into this cloud.
So you don't have to run.
Yes, and you could
anywhere,
like fill your inventory and then just say, hey, what I'm building, pull from the cloud storage first, or pull from my inventory first, and then you can just like click and drag stuff at any time from it.
That's cool.
Yeah, and I was like, dude, that's gonna save so much time. I just don't know like what phase it unlocks at.
Yeah.
The first day this game came out, you know those S's everybody draws in high school?
S's?
Yeah, like they're these like geometric, wonky looking S's.
No.
You draw like 3 lines, and you draw 3 lines on top of itself. And then you connect the 3 lines at an angle, and you make like this swoop.
Oh, okay. I think I know what you're saying.
They had
I
like
don't know yeah.
a gem-looking one in the game called a summer swoop. Summer swoop. The day the game came out, this and then these like pulsating balls were in the game, and they have just said work in progress since the day they came out. They've never done anything in this video game. They've always been work in progress. And you kind of go, I want these to do something. Or
Yeah.
you go, should I touch these? Like, how work in progress are we talking here? And so now they actually have a function for the first time. So that's kind of nice. It's like, we left these here, never really having a plan, or maybe they did, but you can finally use them. And it's like, oh, thank goodness. Surface is
Well, they made some good changes.
They made one where like the way the belts work is just basically they made it so when you place a belt down, you can flip the build mode and it will automatically route the belt the way I would typically route a belt in a big factory setup, trying to make them like nice corners, like 90-degree angles with straight runs and stuff in the belts instead of like angle, cross here, over here. But it takes a lot of time to do that, and they made it so like the belt will just do that for you if you want it to, which is freaking amazing.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's some good quality light stuff, some interesting new stuff that is late game. They added a whole new phase of technology that I've never seen before. So like you also have another chapter of the game, another like section of the space elevator to do, stuff like that. Yeah, it's good.
Cool, yeah.
And the server works, which is nice. I was kind of worried. Every once in a while, they'll do these big updates.
Yeah, doesn't it reset every so often or something?
No, it doesn't have to. I don't think there's been like a world-breaking update yet where they've said like, all right, you need to start a new world at update 7. They've made some changes and they've given people warnings like, hey, if you have a base in the northern forest, it's probably going to be consumed by the changes in the forest. So you might want to like consider moving your stuff out of there for the next little while. They've done some stuff like that where it's like biome specific.
Yeah.
But it wouldn't destroy your world. It would just maybe ruin parts of your factory. And they would warn you a lot. But I think aside from that, they've never had anything where they've said, you must restart.
Right.
They did even this one you didn't have to. They just highly recommended it because the ore nodes changed. So like like you might have a factory based on 2 pure nodes. Well, those might be a normal node now, and then a pure node might be over here. There's a new one in a different spot or something like that. That's kind of the main changes. All right, power factory. One.
All right.
How do I? Are you empowered? Oh yeah, you're powered. They made it so you can flush the toilet in the hub.
Naturally.
Yep. I mean, you gotta, looking out for number 1, you know.
Or number 2 or whatever.
Yeah. Before, if you used the chainsaw, it would chop down like a massive area of stuff around it, just like whoop, gone. And I guess some people didn't care for that. They wanted to be able to like finesse things in their build area to make it look nice, but not like take down the whole forest.
Yeah.
And so now the chainsaw has a build mode. The power plant, like the power supply at the very beginning, is biomass generators. They added conveyor belts to them, so you can like kind of automate them now, which is nice. Because before, like if we were on a server and I started the factory up, you could only put 200 biomass in a generator, and so it would just, your factory would only run as long as your generator has fuel, and there's no way of like automatically adding it at that phase. So you were kind of like, yeah, I have a server going, it's only going to last for 20 minutes, and then it's going to run out of power, and I'll be in bed for the night. So now you can feed stuff into those generators automatically, which is very nice. Which is kind of my plan for the evening, is just to finish automating that a bit, where I can pick up leaves and wood, put them into a chest, and then it'll turn them into fuel and plunk them into generators, and at least have like a couple hours of materials made overnight.
Yeah, because it's automatic.
Yeah, and then I can, go about my day, come back, do a quick build.
Yeah, that's cool when things are going without you. Nice.
Dude, every single game I play, one of them, if it's a survival game of any kind, the first thing I Google whenever I'm looking at buying a survival game is, does it have a dedicated server? It's such an awesome component of things like this when you don't have like 12 hours a day. Because like Satisfactory is not, it's not exactly a game that like you can sit down for 2 hours a week and make any progress in.
Yeah.
You have to have like a ton of, I saw somebody post on Steam, like, are they going to fix the servers? Because I guess people have had issues with them, which, other than near the end of our playthrough last time, where we started getting like these graphical crashes all the time.
Yeah.
Which apparently had to do with the way servers would pop in and out certain spiders.
Yeah, it was a little glitchy, like how you walked around and stuff.
Certain
going through tubes, remember?
Yeah, so like, tubes was a disaster. That might have more to do with my server, like the hardware it was running on.
Yeah.
If that makes any sense. And so people are saying like how they fix the servers, this game isn't actually possible to play without them. And I was like, I don't know, guys. I played this game for like 8 years before the servers came out. And I got pretty much to the end. Like, it's not impossible. It's balanced in a way where you can do it. It just takes a long time. But like, if I can let it do some of that work. So Minecraft, people make mods for Minecraft, right?
Yeah.
And there's usually like, hey, here's a mod pack, go have fun. And then there's expert mod packs, which make it quite a bit more difficult. And a lot of the time it's more fun if you've played the game before, because you're not just doing the exact same thing. But almost without fail, all of these expert packs, they do something to sort of artificially inflate the runtime, the playtime of the pack, where like, instead of getting 4 planks from a log when you craft it, you'll get 2. Or until you have a machine that will process it in such a way with power where you'll get like 6. And they'll have quest rewards for certain things that will like help you progress in the pack, but it's like everything is harder to make, and they do that just to like make the game more fun in certain ways. And I find them really fun, but every once in a while you play these ones where the only gate is time. Where it's like, in order to unlock the next phase of the game, you have to, you know, input 75,000 of these things. And you're like, but I can I make them automatically. This isn't actually a challenge. It's just a time thing. Like,
Yeah,
I just have to wait for it to happen.
Yeah.
And so I don't care for like time gates, but thankfully they have made it so that you don't have to worry about that in this game. Like, you can put it in the server, which I'm very grateful for. But yeah. And dude, it's something crazy. My wife was doing some work tonight on the computer that I usually runs my stream, and I wasn't entirely certain when she was gonna finish. So I was like, I don't know if I need to like make sure my software still works. It's been a while.
Yeah.
And then of course, every time you walk away from a live stream software, for some reason something goes wrong. Just like, oh yeah, we're broken this week, right? And you're like, what? Why? I didn't change anything. Is this making the right thing? Yes, it is. Okay. This is the worst way for me to have set this up. Why did I do this? So I was trying to, I was like, I'm not gonna have time. So I pulled out my MacBook that I have, my work one. It's like, I wonder if I can stream the same, it's, you know, 1440p at 60 FPS over the network, and then upload it that way, right? And I was like, I wonder if I can pull that off on this laptop. Yeah, turns out you can.
Sweet.
And it had one stutter, like right as I started it, that it needed time to get through, and then it was like smooth after that, which I am kind of surprised by. So I almost streamed like use my laptop as my stream computer tonight, which would have been interesting. It's nice to. It's shocking.
Yeah, it's been a while since you streamed.
Yeah, dude. It's been kind of a weird summer.
Yeah, I haven't done it at all.
And I realized it was like May, I think, the last time.
Jeez.
Yeah, dude.
Oh my gosh.
I am almost done here. Hold on. I'll get a couple rocket in. Gotta move a couple things. Oi, how did you get up here? What the heck?
What is it, an animal thing?
Yeah, I'm like up in the rafters of my base, and and this guy's just also got punted across my floor. All right, that probably wasn't necessary, but I'm glad I did it.
Yeah.
And then
I'm playing Madden right now.
playing Madden.
Yeah.
What year?
This year, 2020 on Xbox.
Oh, nice.
I downloaded it, and I was like, wonder what Madden. I haven't played a Madden in like 20 years or more.
Yeah, dude, it's been.
I was like, it's free. Let me download it and see. Pretty fun.
I haven't played it. Yeah, probably about that as well. I think the last time I played a Madden game. Actually, no, I can't. I was always a big 2K franchise fan.
Oh, okay.
So I want to say the last football game I played was when Vic still played for the Falcons.
Oh wow.
And like his character in that game was sort of broken.
Yeah.
And he could run so fast. You never had to throw the ball. You just like and curl out and sprint. It was
Right.
ESPN like 2K12 or something. I don't remember when they stopped making it. It's been a minute though.
What's RB, right?
Right,
Button?
bumper
Top or
Above.
bottom bumper?
above the trigger.
Okay.
RT trigger, B bumper. Stupid, stupid, stupid way of distinguishing.
It
Oh
got.
my gosh.
What would trigger be? Just RB2?
RT.
Right trigger. Okay.
Yeah. They don't. They won't put a 2 because it's too much like Sony.
They don't.
Yeah, it's
Screw those
ridiculous,
guys.
dude. All right, it's power time. Gotta hook up the generators and then go to sleep. Well, I'm down for a bit of Rocket League if you want, but
I'm down. I'm not like I can quit this. It's just against the computer.
yeah. All right, just play a couple on.
Block him. Oh yeah. First down.
The only thing I'm struggling with here is I decided I started. You get to pick one of 4 start areas. And I was like, I'm gonna pick the start area that I started in the first time I played this game 10 years ago, because I haven't started here since. And I was like, let's just go back and do this. And it's a great start area, or at least it used to be better. I think they've actually made it a bit worse. But the material to get the things that make you run and jump faster is like a solid 1.5 kilometers away. So it's just like, oh no. I researched it. I can scan for it, and it's like, ping! 2 minutes later, bong! Like, no! It's so far away. What the heck? Look at that, look at that.
How do I run? Where's my freaking run plays, man? Flip plays, double, coach.
Hail Marys
Oh,
only. That's how I
back.
used to play.
Wait.
Try to make one more.
I mean, all right, let's do this. We're going to chase.
You good?
Yeah, touchdown to chase.
Nice. They changed some of the sound effects, and probably one of my favorite things that they've changed. I used to use a mod to do this, but ever since the game came out, in the top left-hand corner, there's been a red banner that says like early access or experimental or something like that. And that's gone now, and I just want to like take a picture of it and just like bask in it. It's just like, yes, it's finally gone. It's been 10 years. There was a point where I was like, is this red line gonna get burned into my screen? Like,
Get a big boy. Ah! They had a fake extra point.
oh, nice.
No,
What,
dude. It was funny because like literally it's like a lineman went out for the pass.
what difficulty are you playing on?
Oh, like the easiest.
Rookie, junior, little
Yeah.
league.
Probably. Because like all these times they should have like picked it off. You like drop
Yeah.
it, you know?
And they just like lift their hand up in the air and go, "Oh no, I
Yeah,
missed."
I've seen people streaming this where like picks happen a lot.
Yeah.
And then on here, like this one, I got hit as I threw. It went literally right to the guy, and then it like went out of his hand. I'm like, you should have caught that. That should have been an interception.
I think Nick has made some converts to COD from his work.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was on today, so I don't usually like pay attention to the actual channel.
Mm-hmm.
And he had 2 other guys playing with him.
Oh, nice.
Sir.
Is he playing the new one?
I doubt it.
Or it doesn't say.
Actually, I think the new one's open beta is over, isn't it?
Oh, I don't know.
All right, it's kind of a sloppy manifold, but it will work. Huh? Where's my stuff? I didn't power these? Oh, I disconnected the power. I'm dumb. Oh my gosh, I'm an idiot. I forgot to actually like connect the generators to the power grid, and I put them too close together, and I can't walk through them. All right. Load up Rocket League. It'll be 30 seconds. And there we go. We got power, baby. So these will put out nothing.
Don't understand. Oh, here we go.
Capacity 120, consumption 72. Let's go. All right, you will put out 60. And you will consume 4. So we got plenty of overflow. Go chop down this tree and all right, I'm gonna load up my chest here with this supply and switch over to Rocket. You good?
Ah, yeah. Are you done?
Yeah, I'm just putting some stuff in the chest and I'm hopping off.
All right.
Leaves and wood. There we go.
No.
Alrighty then. All right, everybody. I am going to end the stream there. Play
Yeah,
a round
where'd
or two
that Lego?
of Rocket League and go to bed. Enjoyed it. I know it was a little slow, but hey, we got automated power, simple factory. Gonna start cruising now, aren't we? Should come back to a good old chest of plates and bars and ingots and wires and cables and foundations of concrete. So it's gonna be a good one. I am looking forward to what 1.0 has for us. So until next time, I hope you did enjoy, and I'll see you then.